Riptide by Vance Joy. Now this is a really cool song for someone that's new to guitar. It's got A minor, it's got G, C. It later introduces F, a very important chord. And although the original is done on a ukulele, the song still sounds really awesome on acoustic guitar too. So step one, let's go and have a look. What do our chords look like? Our first chord, A minor, starts with your first finger in the first fret on the second string from the bottom. Middle finger number 2 goes to fourth string from the bottom, second fret, and then the ring finger number 3 also in the second fret on the third string from the bottom. Very important, we count from the bottom. Okay, and you strum 5 strings, so your A minor should sound something like this. The following chord, G, finger 1, is now on the second fret, fifth string from the bottom. Middle finger number 2 goes all the way to the top to the sixth string in the third fret, and your ring finger number 3 goes all the way to the bottom, also in the third fret. Now, some of the guitarists that have been playing for some time might decide to play their G like this, in other words, to use the ring finger and pinky. So it would look like that if you take the fingers off. But if you're used to doing it like this, that's also acceptable, so you can decide. Your G, all 6 strings must be played, should sound like that. And then the last chord for the verses is going to be C. Finger 1, second string again. Middle finger number 2 is going to go to the second fret, fourth string, and the ring finger goes all the way to the third fret, fifth string. And you only play 5 strings for that. There's your C chord. Now the next step is to introduce our strumming pattern, our rhythm. And we're going to zoom in really close on your strumming hand, and you'll notice I'm using a pick. And I'd like you to hold the pick, sort of balance it on your first finger first, and then hold it in place with your thumb, so it's looking something like that. Now if a lot of sticking out, that's bad. That's much better. So you just want a small bit of tip sticking out. And I've got an A minor at the top, which you can't see, and I'm going to play from the fifth string down, so it's going to be bass note like that. And if you strike 2 strings, it's also quite acceptable. You just want to get a deeper sound. So on the count of 1, you strum 2 or 3 strings, or 1, 2 or 3 strings, just to get the deeper sound. And then on the count of 2, you do the entire 5 strings. So it's 1 and 2, and you get a nice rhythm there. 1 and 2. On the third beat, there's no arrow, no strum. But on the and after the 3, you'll see an up arrow followed by a down arrow on the count of 4. So super slow motion, we're going to have something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now remember, for the bass note, you can do 1 string, 2 strings, and if you accidentally strike 3 like this, it's not a big deal, as long as you don't start with the full chord. Okay, A minor gets through once, so one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, like that. Next up, the G chord. Now you can't see G, but I'm changing it at the top so you can hear. That's a G sound. A minor, you can hear the new sound, the change in the chord. And the only difference with the strumming now is you start on the 6th string, and again, just the 1 string or 2 strings or 3 strings, that's not that critical, as long as you got a deep sound. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and then C, new sound, and again from the 5th string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we're going to put all the chords together to get us going with the song. The basic working is A minor once, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. G once, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then the C chord is twice, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now should you accidentally strike the wrong bass note, like say for example I'm playing C and I strike the 4th or accidentally the 6th, which I shouldn't do. If you do, be aware of it, but please do not stop the rhythm. The trick is to smile and wave, let the rhythm continue. We need to learn to roll with our mistakes. We're allowed to make mistakes. We're human, but we must try our best never to stop the rhythm. Okay, we must keep the song going. Let's try and take the two together now, slow motion. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... and you repeat it. And as you get better, your speed will gradually increase as well until you get something along this. And then you've got the verses and basically the choruses as well for Riptide. Now, halfway down the song, there's going to be a little bit of a change, so you need to have your tab open for that as well. So let me just focus in onto your fretting hand. Now, halfway down the page, there's a thing called tab or tablature. Tab is the abbreviation. There's 6 lines, and each one of those lines is for your string. And your end result is going to sound like this. And what's happening over there, the first number you see is a 1, which is 1 on the first fret of the second string. The 3 is the third fret of the second string, so your first 2 notes. Then you've got open first string, and then the 4th note is the 3 on the bottom string. So your first 4 notes, and I accidentally struck an extra string. I don't know if you heard that there. That's better. Then there's a tiny pause. You come back to the 0 and finish on the 3. So the entire phrase, and we do that 4 times. I'm going to zoom out to show you how the picking hand is acting as well. And I want you to notice as well that I don't pick the second note. Watch this. What's happening here is this third finger is striking the string really hard to make the string sound. We call that a hammer-on, like that. But all the other notes are picked. So slow motion, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at speed. And then he goes to the bridge where he says, I just wanna know. And that part there, we've got a new chord kicking in, the chord F. It's a very important chord. We must please learn F. It's going to start with our first finger flat in the first fret, like that. Middle finger goes to the 3rd string from the bottom, 2nd fret. Ring finger goes to the 3rd fret, 4th string, and we only play the bottom 4 like that. That's your F chord. Now if we add the strumming to that, and at the same time keeping in mind that for the bridge each chord gets played twice this time, so it's 2 A minors, 2 Gs, 2 Cs, 2 Fs, we're going to have something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes through twice, and on the last F we stop and you actually meant to let it ring like that. Okay, so that's your bridge. Nice and easy. Just watch your bass notes. The bass note obviously for the F is going to be the 4th, etc, etc, and you got it. The 3rd verse, when he sings I swear she's destined for the screen, it's just 1 strum on the A minor, 1 strum on the G, 1 strum on the C, and wait for 2nd bar, 1, and there you go. And that in essence is all we need, all the techniques and rhythms and structures we need for Riptide by Vance. If you don't have a copy of the tab and would like a copy of it, just drop me a WhatsApp or email me via the channel. I'll be more than happy to send you a copy. Other than that, have an awesome day, take care, and I hope you enjoy the song.